The Israel-Hamas conflict is not a recent development. It is a deeply rooted struggle with a long and intricate history. The conflict is essentially a territorial dispute stemming from competing claims over the same land. Both sides, with their historical narratives and religious justifications, believe in their right to this land. The creation of Israel in 1948, following the British withdrawal from Palestine, marked a turning point. This event, known as the Nakba, or catastrophe by Palestinians, led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. This displacement, along with the subsequent wars and ongoing tensions, forms the bedrock of the conflict. Hamas, founded in 1987, emerged as a significant player. It called for the liberation of Palestine and rejected Israel's right to exist. Hamas gained control of the Gaza Strip in 2007, further escalating tensions. The conflict is characterized by cycles of violence and ceasefires. Each cycle deepens mistrust and entrenches the opposing sides, making a peaceful resolution even more elusive. The human cost of this conflict is immeasurable. Both Israelis and Palestinians have experienced immense suffering. Thousands have been killed, including many civilians. Gaza, densely populated and under blockade, faces a particularly dire situation. The ongoing conflict has resulted in widespread destruction of infrastructure. Hospitals, schools, and homes have been reduced to rubble. The lack of access to basic necessities like clean water, electricity, and medical supplies has created a humanitarian catastrophe. Children in particular bear the brunt of this crisis, suffering from malnutrition, trauma, and a lack of educational opportunities. The international community has responded with humanitarian aid. However, the ongoing fighting and the complexities of the political landscape make it challenging to provide effective and sustainable assistance. The Israel-Hamas conflict has far-reaching consequences, destabilizing the entire region. The conflict fuels tensions between neighboring countries, many of whom have their own Palestinian populations. The involvement of regional and international actors further complicates the situation. Groups like Hezbollah, backed by Iran, have engaged in the conflict, escalating tensions and raising fears of a wider regional war. The instability also hinders economic development and cooperation in the region. The potential for tourism, trade and collaboration is hampered by the ongoing conflict, perpetuating poverty and insecurity. The Israel-Hamas conflict, like other protracted conflicts, can become a breeding ground for extremism and terrorism. The violence, displacement, and lack of opportunity create fertile ground for radical ideologies to take root. Terrorist organizations exploit the anger and despair of marginalized populations. They offer a distorted narrative, portraying violence as the only solution and attracting recruits seeking revenge or a sense of belonging. The conflict also serves as a potent recruitment tool for extremist groups worldwide. They use it to incite hatred, justify violence, and attract individuals who identify with the Palestinian cause or harbor anti-Semitic sentiments. Section 5. Distant shores, real threats, domestic security concerns. The impact of the conflict is not confined to the Middle East. It has implications for domestic security in countries far beyond the region. The rise of global terrorism means that attacks inspired by the conflict can occur anywhere. The internet and social media have made it easier for extremist groups to spread their propaganda and recruit individuals worldwide. The conflict also fuels Islamophobia and anti-Semitism, contributing to hate crimes and social divisions. These tensions can spill over into violence, threatening the social fabric of diverse societies. Section 6, combating terrorism, a multifaceted approach. Addressing the threat of terrorism requires a comprehensive and multifaceted approach. This includes security measures, intelligence sharing, and international cooperation. Governments need to strengthen border controls, enhance surveillance capabilities, and disrupt terrorist networks. Sharing intelligence and coordinating efforts across borders is crucial to effectively counter transnational threats. However, security measures alone are not enough. It is equally important to address the root causes of terrorism, such as poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity. Section 7. The importance of policy, shaping a safer future. Policy plays a crucial role in preventing terrorism and fostering peace. Governments need to develop and implement policies that address the underlying causes of conflict and extremism. This includes promoting economic development, reducing inequality, and ensuring access to education and opportunity for all. Policies that address discrimination, promote social inclusion, and protect human rights are also essential. Furthermore, governments should support conflict resolution efforts, promote dialogue, and work towards a just and lasting solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Section 8. Community engagement, building bridges, countering extremism. Communities have a vital role to play in countering extremism and fostering social cohesion. Engaging with communities, particularly those vulnerable to radicalization, is crucial. This involves building trust, promoting dialogue, and providing alternative narratives to extremist ideologies. Community leaders, educators, and religious figures can play a significant role in this regard. Programs that promote interfaith dialogue, cultural understanding, and tolerance can help to bridge divides and build a more inclusive society. Section 9. The long road ahead, seeking sustainable solutions. The Israel-Hamas conflict is a complex issue with no easy solutions. Resolving it requires a long-term commitment to dialogue, compromise, and a shared vision for the future. Both sides need to acknowledge each other's legitimate aspirations and grievances. They need to engage in good faith negotiations and work towards a two-state solution that guarantees security and dignity for both Israelis and Palestinians. The international community has a responsibility to support these efforts and create a conducive environment for peace. Section 10. The role of dialogue, fostering understanding and empathy. Dialogue is essential for fostering understanding, empathy, and reconciliation. It allows people to share their narratives, challenge stereotypes, and build relationships based on mutual respect. Encouraging dialogue between Israelis and Palestinians, especially among young people, is crucial for breaking down barriers and promoting peaceful coexistence. Educational exchanges, cultural programs, and people-to-people initiatives can play a significant role in this regard. Section 11. Conclusion. A call for peace and cooperation. The Israel-Hamas conflict is a tragedy with global implications. It is a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the urgent need for peace. The international community must work together to find a just and lasting solution. This requires a commitment to dialogue, diplomacy, and a shared vision for a future where Israelis and Palestinians can live side by side in peace and security. Achieving this goal will not be easy, but it is a moral imperative and a matter of global security. The alternative is a perpetuation of violence, suffering, and instability that will continue to haunt the region and the world for generations to come.